Looking for a fast-charging, ultra-responsive stylus for your iPad? Meet the 2X Fast Charge Active Stylus Pen, designed for 2018 to 2025 Apple iPads. Take your creativity and productivity to the next level. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Desperate Keir Starmer faces labor rebellion over proposed welfare cuts. Keir Starmer has desperately tried to ward off a massive labor rebellion around plans to make cuts to the UK's £70 billion benefits bill. Up to 80 of his own MPs are furious about plans. Dozens of Labour MPs are said to oppose the Prime Minister's plan to use the savings for an increase in defence spending and to bolster the public finances. They are planning to write to the PM and Treasury outlining their complaints ahead of the spring statement on March 26. Reforms to the welfare system are expected ahead of the spring statement, as Chancellor Rachel Reeves will likely look to make a raft of public spending savings given tighter fiscal headroom. Don't miss, Ukraine proposes ceasefire deal with Russia as it holds showdown talks with US latest. Incapacity and disability benefits currently cost £64.7 billion, and this is predicted to rise to £100.7 billion by 2030. Meanwhile, 16 major charities, including the Trussell Trust, Scope, and Mind, have penned a letter to the government warning that benefit cuts would have a catastrophic impact on disabled people up and down the country. They claimed that as many as 700,000 more disabled households could be pushed into poverty as a result of the plans. It comes against a backdrop of growing concern among Labour backbenchers over the government's direction, following a cut to the winter fuel allowance, the slashing of international aid, and a failure to scrap the two-child benefit cap. The government is now being accused of pushing disabled people into poverty. Speaking to MPs at a meeting of the Parliamentary Labour Party, tonight Sir Keir set out the justification to slashing welfare costs. We've found ourselves in a worst of all worlds situation, with the wrong incentives discouraging people from working, the taxpayer funding a spiraling bill, £70 billion a year by 2030. He told MPs. A wasted generation. 1 in 8 young people not in education, employment, or training, and the people who really need that safety net still not always getting the dignity they deserve. That's unsustainable, it's indefensible, and it is unfair. People feel that in their bones. It runs contrary to those deep British values that if you can work, you should. Don't miss, Keir Starmer faces massive rebellion as 80 MPs threaten revolt over one plan latest, DWP to make key change to unemployment benefits in a major system, shake-up latest. Starmer's Brexit reset could force UK to lift 2 major bans latest. We use your sign-up to provide content in ways you've consented to and to improve our understanding of you. This may include adverts from us and third parties based on our understanding. You can unsubscribe at any time. Read our privacy policy. And if you want to work, the government should support you, not stop you. So, this needs to be our offer to people up and down the country. If you can work, we will make work pay. If you need help, that safety net will be there for you. But this is the Labour Party. We believe in the dignity of work, and we believe in the dignity of every worker. Which is why I am not afraid to take the big decisions needed to return this country to their interests. Whether that's on welfare, immigration, our public services, or our public finances, we can't just shrug our shoulders and look away. We can't just tinker around the edges. We won't try and sow division or create distractions. We'll roll up our sleeves, take responsibility, and make the reforms needed to fix what is broken. Speaking to the BBC earlier, Ms. Maskell said that she has had a flurry of emails from people who are deeply concerned about the prospect of changes to the welfare system. We recognize the economic circumstances that we're in and the hand that we were given, and of course it is right that the Chancellor has oversight over all those budgets, but not at the expense of pushing disabled people into poverty, she added. There's got to be a carrot approach, not a stick approach. We've got to make the right interventions, and that doesn't start with the stick.